Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Sack here. Today's February 4th, 2016. In the mainstream media, there have been four celebrity deaths reported today, and we're going to go through each of those deaths. I'm going to show you how they're all connected and how they all bear a connection to the upcoming Super Bowl this Sunday. As I said 2 weeks ago, around the time of sports championships, Super Bowls, World Series, NBA Finals, etc., there's oftentimes celebrity deaths that are directly connected to those events. Dave Mira supposedly committed suicide today, just 3 days before Super Bowl 50 in North Carolina, which is the home state of the Carolina Panthers, who are participating in this week's Super Bowl. Super Bowl has gematria of 41. If you're new here, I talk about gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, and how it's used by the Masons and Zionists who rule over us, who control these celebrities, and who sometimes sacrifice them by the numbers. So Super Bowl has this gematria of 41, a special number. 41 is the 13th prime number. USA in gematria equals 41. The nation began with 13 colonies. Anyhow, that's another topic. I have videos on that. Just notice the gematria of 41 for Super Bowl. Dave Mira dead at age 41. The name Dave Mira in gematria sums to 46. Levi's Stadium equals 46. This year's Super Bowl 50, but it's the 46th Super Bowl of the modern era. Been talking a lot about that. 46, a very special number on this Super Bowl. His full name was David Michael Mirra, giving him initials of DMM. D's the fourth letter, M is the 13th. 1 plus 3 becomes 4. So his initials in Pythagorean gematria are 444, a number that has to do with death. Notice that Dave Mira was also born in the year 74. 74 is another number of sacrifice. Jesus and cross both have gematria of 74. These are numbers that often show up around sacrifice as well. With regards to the number 74, it also connects to the Freemasons. The United States is a Masonic nation. It's why our nation's birthday is 7-4. Masonic, the word, has gematria of 74. He died on February 4th, which in many parts of the world is written 4/2, the day before the month. Freemason sums to 42. Notice that February is the only month with gematria of 42 and 96, just like the word Freemason. So a fitting day to die on for a Freemason sacrifice. Or the other possibility is that these men are Freemasons and fake their deaths to go on to do whatever's next, possibly just to escape the celebrity spotlight. He was born in history on the date April 4th, 44. 44 is the kill number. So many deaths surrounding the number 44. When you write out 44 and when you write out April 4th, they both sum to 144, just like killer in Jewish gematria. Here's the numerology on the date of his death, February 4th, 2016, a date with 42 numerology, just like how February equals 42. He died in Greenville, North Carolina, which has gematria of 122, just like San Francisco. And 55 stands out as well as 67. Here's why. The Broncos and John Elway are both 55 years old this year. They're the other team in the Super Bowl. The Broncos once played the 49ers in Super Bowl 24, and they lost 55-10. As for 67, Levi's, as in Levi's Stadium in simple English gematria, sums to 67. Blood sacrifice also equals 67. A lot of the celebrities that have died this year have had connections to the number 67. So this location he died in, very specific to the overall ritual. Greenville, North Carolina equals 122, just like San Francisco, just like Golden State. San Francisco is also on the 122nd meridian, another number that connects to the word Freemason. The other reported death today, two of the four so far, Axel Rotten, the professional wrestler, also known as Brian Knighton, a professional wrestler from 93 to 99. He died at age 44. Dave Mira born on 4/4. Axel Rotten in gematria sums to 39, another important number riding on this Super Bowl. Denver's on the 39th parallel. Charlotte equals 39 in gematria. Peyton Manning's 39 years old. Very special number to the Masons and Zionists. The date he was born on, a date with 115 numerology, as well as 96, numbers that stand out, numbers connected to Freemason as well. He too has died on this same day as Dave Mira. His cause of death has not been disclosed, though. They haven't said it was suicide. They haven't said it was from illness. They're just saying he was found dead today. Notice his name, Knighton, his birth name, Brian Knighton, has gematria 44, and Brian in Simple English gematria also 44. Brian Knighton in Simple English gematria sums to 142, another special number. When you write out 39, the number that connected to his wrestling name, and when you write out 42, connecting to the date he died on, these are numbers that both sum to 142. Earlier this year, I predicted that the Broncos would be in the Super Bowl in October based on a bogus story out of California where there was a car wreck at exit 142. You can go back and watch that video. If you type Broncos Freeway plus my name, it'll show up. These numbers show up routinely in stories of death and killing. Notice that kill has gematria 44. A lot of people have been said to have died from cancer recently. Cancer and chemo also have the gematria of 44. It wouldn't surprise me if it comes out that he died from cancer. A number of wrestlers have supposedly died in the last year from cancer. Another death today, Joe Alaskey, a voice actor for Disney who did the voices of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Notice Joe Alaskey has name gematria 41, the number that connected to Dave Mira. Alaskey also has gematria of 38, the number of death. The majority of celebrities who have died this year have been connected to the number 38. The word death equals 38. Joe Alaskey in Simple English gematria sums to 74. Number we also talked about, Dave Mira, born in the year 74. He died of cancer, they're saying. Again, cancer, the connections to 44. The characters he played, Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, both have connections to 44. D's the fourth letter, DD 44. Bugs Bunny has gematria of 44, which we'll look at right now. Notice Daffy also has gematria of 42, but Bugs Bunny, Bugs equals 22, Bunny equals 22, put it together 44. And think about how BB is 22, and both the names Bugs and Bunny are 22. DD, BB. Okay, so notice his name in Simple English gematria sums to 73. This is like the word sacrifice in Simple English gematria. Again, Alaskey 74 like Masonic, a number that shows up a lot around death. He was born April 17th, 1952, a date with a life lesson number of 38, the number of death. Also born on a date with 73 numerology, tying him with his name Joseph. He died yesterday, but the news is reported today. He died on a date with 41 numerology. Again, just days before the Super Bowl. We talked about this number and the other two men who have died. Yesterday was also a date with 14 numerology. The word dead is 14. From his birthday to the day he died is a span of 74 days. He would have turned 64 years old, 74 days from his date of death. He died on the 34th day of the year. The word murder equals 34. As for the characters, Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig, or excuse me, not Porky Pig, Daffy Duck. Check this out. Bugs Bunny debuted in the year 38 and officially on the date July 27th, 1940. There's that year 38. A date with a life lesson number of 55. Disneyland would come out 17 years later in the year 55. As for the debut of Bugs Bunny, also a date with 74 numerology, syncing up with Masonic, syncing up with his name, as well as a date with 93 numerology. 93 is another number of sacrifice. Crucifix equals 93. The numbers that show up most around death are 27, 33, 38, 74, 93. You could write those numbers down. Pay attention to celebrity deaths in the future. You're sure to see those. And of course, 44 as well. Excuse me for not saying 44. Those are the numbers. The numbers of death, you could call them. The other reported death today was Earth, Wind, and Fire's founding member, Maurice White, who also died at age 74. What else, right? His death is largely centered around the number 46. Notice that this post time from TMZ, the news came out at 2:23 Pacific Standard Time. Masonic and Jewish gematria is 223, just like the Synagogue of Satan, the title given to the false Jews from the Bible. If you ever read Revelation of the Bible where the Synagogue of Satan is named, it's all about 7 and 4. 7 of this, 4 of that, 7 of this, 4 of that. Masonic is also 74 in simple English gematria, like his age of death. Just days ago, we had the 2 members of Jefferson Airplane die at age 74 on the same day, both born in the year 41. There's been so many celebrity deaths connected to these numbers lately. He died in Los Angeles, died in California, the state that's hosting the Super Bowl. He was born in 41 as well. The date he was born on was a date with a life lesson number of 46, the number of sacrifice. They're saying he died from Parkinson's, which happens to have gematria of 46, just like the word sacrifice. He also died yesterday, supposedly, the 34th day of the year. The word murder's 34, just like the acronym for Earth, Wind, and Fire. Died on a date with 41 numerology, born in the year 41. And from his birthday to his date of death at 74 was a span of 46 days. See how all these numbers came together? Dave Mira equaled 46, born in 74, dead at 41. Maurice White also has name gematria of 63. This man, the voice actor for Disney, died at age 63, Joe Alaskey. 63 is a way in numerology of representing the number 666. And I'm sure many people who search for truth recognize the monster hat on Dave Mira at the beginning. A lot of work's been done showing how that is a coded 666 as well. These are all the numbers of the Masons and Zionists who rule over us, who rule with tyranny, who rule with deceit, who rule by so many awful ways, and including killing people and also having people fake deaths by the numbers, you know? At the end of the day, all these stories are tragic for the fans of these people, which are many. These celebrities are celebrated by so many. Hearing about their deaths breaks people's hearts. You know, my mom's probably crying somewhere. She likes her Earth, Wind, and Fire. So, that pretty much sums it up, Truth Seeker. 4 deaths in one day by the numbers, and who knows, maybe there's still more to report yet. Until next time.